Coronation Street, P694/38, Part 1, Take 1.
Editing copy.
Rover's return. Ah, hello, Mrs. Walker.
Auntie Annie?
Yeah. How is she then? You're Joni?
Come back,
oh.
All right, I'm coming. Oh, it's you, is it?
Hi, in a minute, bit of a hurry.
Oh, you don't say. The way he was knocking, I thought he was being ever so patient.
We'll have the funny half hour later, if you don't mind. Just now, I want a word with Mrs. Walker.
Yes, but you've come at the precise time. She's on the phone just now.
Hey? Oh, well, I'll wait till she's off.
Yeah.
Hey, will you tell her to hang on? Alf wants a word with her.
Where the heck is she?
Yeah, well, that's what they say, isn't it, Mrs. Walker?
Derby.
Derby?
Yeah, there, Joni's been ordered to bed.
Oh, no, we got the French lot coming this morning.
Look, Alf wants a word with you. Yes, he's here. He's just this minute arrived.
We got the tricolour flying over the town hall. You tell me Mayoress is in Derby.
She wants a word.
She was trying to get hold of you all yesterday afternoon.
Hello, Annie. Look, how soon can you get back, look? Oh, flaming hell, you've dropped me right in it.
Go on, Stanley, then what's up?
Well, I couldn't tell you in there. I'm having a bit of lumber.
Come on, what's the bother?
Well, these Frenchies, you know.
Yeah?
It's Rene what's it?
Yes.
That's from our Hilda. She won't be here. She's staying at their Arches.
So?
Oh, don't be daft. Well, Rene wants it here, and me.
I'd say you were laughing, mate.
Oh, stop messing about. She'll flipping kill me if she finds out.
Stanley, wait a minute
You
now.
must get somewhere else for her.
A bit late for that.
Look, she'll find out, won't she? She's bound to find out, isn't she?
Well, of course she will.
Well,
So
then.
don't keep it in the dark. I mean, it's public knowledge, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is.
Well, it's not as if you're trying to get a bit on the side, is it? You've been asked to do this officially, haven't you? Officially.
Yeah, well, she see it like that.
How else can she see it? You thought she was going to be here, didn't you? I'll vouch for that. Now, what's the first thing you did when you got that letter? You came round to me and you said, Len, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Now, didn't you?
Aye, I did.
And I said, I'm sorry, my old son, but it's too late now. It's gone too far. After all, it's straight and above board, isn't it?
Oh, aye, yeah.
I will personally go to Hilda and say there was no alternative accommodation facilities that came up to the required standard.
Hey, that's all right. That's a good one.
Between you and me, you do want this Rene to stay here, don't you?
Oh, I know what I mean.
Well, if you can't talk your way past your Hilda with a strong case like that, you don't deserve the chance you're getting now, do you? I'll back you up officially.
I mean, there'll be no funny business, you know. I mean, we're living in an adult world, aren't we?
That's it exactly, Stanley, yeah.
I mean, why can't a person stay at my house overnight without any funny business, eh?
I don't think there will be, Stanley, no.
Hey. What's this Rene like?
Oh, built like a bricky's chicken house.
Hey?
Well, I don't see myself going on forever as anybody's lodger. Do you not get on with Mr. Tatlock? It's not everybody does. I think he's a smashing old bloke. Oh, good. I'm very independent. Well, that's true in its way. And I'm quite prepared to respect that independence. So, the sooner we find ourselves a place of our own to live... Oh, and some cheese, please. About £half.
Cheddar's very nice.
You got no special in mind? Oh, we've hardly started. Well, I suppose round here, at least it's handy for his work. Too handy. He wants to get away from it. Well, I must say, times have changed since you worked round here. Yes, haven't they? They got everything? You know, £1.07.
Oh, it's made my day at that job.
Hello, darling, how are you?
All right. You two seem very tickled this morning.
Oh, it's something lovely, you know. It really is grand.
Mad as candy floss, the pair of them.
And he's worried in case Hilda's not going to be there.
Terrible affliction your friend's got. Can they do nothing?
No, it's a bit on the droll side, you see. Stanley thinks that this bird coming over from France, and she's called Rene, you see, and she's going to stay with him the night.
You're kidding.
Stanley's too thick to realise that Rene can be a bloke in France.
Yeah, you see, he's doing his pieces because he doesn't want to miss out, but he's scared what Hilda's going to do to him.
The thing is, of course, that Rene is a bit on the butch side.
Yeah, like a tight head brought forward.
Hello, Stan.
I'll wait my turn.
Oh, these two are just wasting time. What do you want?
Have you got an air freshener with a nice smell?
Oh, they're childish, them two. Air freshener, Stan?
Yeah.
Morning, Betsy. Sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, don't worry about that, love. What are you doing this evening?
Are you being funny?
No?
Well, I'm working here, aren't I? Unless you were slapping me cards on me for being 5 minutes late.
Oh, hang on a minute. Have you got out of bed the wrong side or
No,
something?
I'm a creature of habit.
Oh?
And I like my routine. And when I come late, you say to me, where the hell have you been? A fine time you can call this. And I say, but it's only 5 minutes. And you say, it's more like 35.
Stop going on.
No, I like to know my routine. You want something.
Oi, I don't. It's Mrs. Walker.
All right.
Well, you know she had to go to their Jonies.
There's no brown ale on this shelf.
Oh, listen. This French fella's that's stopping.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Hey, put me a crate on bar cop, will you? Thanks.
Who's going to take care of him?
I have no idea.
Well, I can't, because I've got to consider my Cyril.
Well, you should have thought of that when you promised me Auntie Annie, shouldn't you?
You were here. I mean, she twisted my arm, and it'd been no bother to you.
Excuse me, I've just got to slip to the post office.
Look, I'll do you a favour one of these.
Betty,
What?
if he was on the lines of Sacha Distel, I might take him off your hands for you.
Well, he might be.
Betty, the Sacha Distels of this world went in for singing and that. This fellow went in for town councillor.
Well?
It's a big myth about the French being sexy. They probably look like Alf with a beret on and stink of garlic. He's much more your type.
Thank you very much.
Look, weigh it up, play your cards right, and you can have your Cyril dead worried. And that's the way to keep 'em on the up.
Yeah.
We've no lagers up here either.
That's the cut of you. I don't know. You're coming here this time of the morning, and you're the kid to tell me what's on
familiar. That's it.
Oh,
Lovely.
shut up. Oh.
Well, yes, I think so. In fact, I'm sure I can.
Oh, you saved me life, love. I looked at the spare bed and I thought, clean sheets.
It is the least they'd expect.
And you see, our spare sheets have got holes in them, you know. I'm rather hard on sheets. You see, I kick about in bed, you know.
I see. You'll be a bit pushed then if Mrs. Ogden's still away.
Oh, I'm doing my best.
Oh, Stanley.
I'll do.
All fixed up then, are we?
Oh, I think so. I was just going to lend Mr. Ogden a pair of sheets.
Oh, good. Been brushing up on your French then, have you?
I
Stanley?
don't speak the lingo, mate.
Oh, no, do I. How do you do? And look at my dog, and that's about it.
Eh?
And we haven't even got a dog.
The main thing is just to make them feel at home.
I expect people to talk to them at home.
I'm sure Monsieur Follett will be very charming. Probably speaks fluent English.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got ourselves into this.
Neither do I.
It's only arriving, you know.
After dinner.
Oh, well, regardez mon chien.
Pardon?
That's it. Look at my dog in French.
Where'd you pick that up?
Oh, one picks up these useful phrases, Stanley. Regardez mon chien.
Oh, heck.
If I can borrow a dog, we've got a conversation going, haven't we?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ogden, but these are all I've got spare. A little inappropriate, perhaps. The pink wedding present.
Oh, thanks very much, love. Seeing it's a lady, it's a nice touch, isn't it?
You can't be putting up... They haven't given you a lady.
Yes, they have, yeah.
Well, there must be some mistake.
No, love, it's a bit of a mix-up, but it's too late to alter it now, you see.
Oh, I'm sure we could arrange...
There's no need to make a fuss, love. It's 1973, isn't it?
The date seems a little irrelevant to me, Mr. Ogden.
I mean, we live in a civilised world now, don't we? Anyway, thanks for the sheets. I'll get them through the laundrette before I bring them back, eh? Ta-da.
Well, I can see this ending up in the Sunday papers.
Here's one. Eccles, detached.
Eccles? That's miles away, isn't it?
It's a quarter of an hour to drive.
What, in the rush hour?
Listen to the spirit of Captain Scott there. Some people think nothing of living 20 or 30 miles
Yeah,
out.
well, I'm not one of them. All right, go on, read it out.
Detached. 3 bedrooms, through lounge, fitted kitchen.
Yeah, fitted in what little bit of space they got left over, and through lounge, my eye.
I like a through lounge.
Yeah, through lounge is the posh way of saying one room downstairs. Look, it's 3 up and 1 down. I bet one of the ups is only a half.
Garage, patio, easily maintained garden.
Yeah.
All right, it's a small garden.
Yeah, well, sorry, it doesn't excite me.
Well, you haven't seen it. It might be very nice.
What are they asking?
11.5.
How much?
11.5.
You do mean £11,500, don't you?
Ken, love, it's what houses cost these days.
Sorry, love, that's right out.
Well, they won't get any cheaper, and while we're both working...
Ah, but we won't be, will we, when we bring the twins down?
Yeah, but what exactly are we going to bring them down to?
Well, there must be houses around, what, about 8,000?
There are, yes. Depends what you want.
Well, what I want is a house that I can afford, and to me, £8,000, that's a lot of money.
Not these days.
Look, love, I know people with £10,000 mortgages. John Ackroyd, his wife's an art teacher or something, they're both doing very well. But she's as neurotic as a bald cat, and he's brewing an ulcer.
Maybe they don't get on.
The trouble is, they're trying to get on too far.
If I wasn't afraid that you'd snap at me, I'd tell you you ought to face reality.
My bite frightens you, does it?
No. Your trouble is you've been spoiled. You're out of touch. You've lived on the cheap too long.
Yes, there might be something in that, maybe. Look, I know that I've been doing things, or rather not doing things, for far too long. Even I can see the things that I should have done. I don't know. I think I'm just lazy. I let my life trickle by me.
Well, you do all right at your job, deputy head.
No, it's not a very good school, not very progressive. In fact, they have a job getting teachers at Bessie Street.
Oh, come on.
No, it's true. It's just the easy option. I am not the ambitious, progressive young man that in the wanted column. If that's who you think you married.
But I'll tell you what I did think. I was under the impression I was marrying a very practical man. I mean, the way you said, let's get married, that was very practical. Was that the easiest thing to do?
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
I don't mind. I'm glad if it was an easy thing to do. I found it very easy to say yes.
Why?
Because once I've made up my mind what I want, I don't bother arguing with myself.
Well, if you want £11,000 houses, you're going to have to argue with me.
No, I only want one. I mean, this idyllic honeymoon in Uncle Albert's back room, it can't last forever, can it?
No. But mortgages can.
It's like pledging your life away. Romantic, really.
Mr. Ogden, I really think if you stop to consider the situation...
Out of my hands now, love.
But it would be the easiest thing in the world for us to exchange our Monsieur Follett for your French lady.
No, you see, it's official now. You can't go chopping and changing. I've asked Fairclough, he'll tell you.
Oh, I think I might go and see Mr. Fairclough myself. I don't want to cause a diplomatic incident.
That's it, exactly, innit?
Mr. Ogden,
What?
you do realise that this delegation will attract at least the local paper.
Hey, you're not wrong, are you?
No, I'm not. And you realise that...
Go and see if that's, you know.
Permit me to introduce you, Mr. Ogden, Monsieur Dubois.
Enchanté, monsieur.
All right. Was what's it?
Comment?
He says call him Stan. Stan, this is Rene.
Ah bon? C'est moi, René. À votre service, monsieur.
Coronation Street, P694/338, Part 2, Take 1. Good luck, everybody.
kid then?
What kid?
The one that got burnt.
Oh, I heard from Alan. He's doing all right. Be a long job, though. Plastic surgery.
Poor little beggar.
Ah, it can take years, slowly putting a bit here and a bit there. It's a wonder they can do it at all.
Hey, I wonder if they could do my nose. Hey, they could, couldn't they?
What's wrong with your nose?
I don't like it.
It matches the rest of you.
Oh, thanks very much.
I mean, it's not out of proportion. I wouldn't say it disfigures you.
I've never liked my nose. Cilla Black had plastic surgery on hers, you know.
Well, I'm all for them doing what they can for kids like Mark, but your nose...
How do you know that it is not a psychological handicap to me?
Well, if you want to change your nose, you'll have to pay through the nose.
I suppose that's what they mean when they say she looks like $1 million.
Apart from your nose, anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think so. I'm just keeping out of the road. I said I'd help out at the Rovers, you see.
I can't say I do, really.
Well, helping out's one thing, and being lumbered's another.
I see they're here then.
Are they?
Froggies. Aye. Well, at least I think it's them.
Have they reached the Rovers yet?
Well, I wouldn't know that. I haven't spoken to them.
Oh, I thought they'd all have wanted to speak to you, Mr. Tatlock.
And so they flaming well should. I liberated them in 1918. We were one of the first that went into Charleville.
Is that right?
You don't believe me, do you?
Well, it's a long time ago. You could have got the name wrong, you know. You couldn't have been in every battle.
That shows how much you know, doesn't it? Well, I'll never forget Charleville because that's where the German High Command was, and we liberated it.
Did you, really?
Oh, we did that, Mrs. Slegg. And it weren't very far away from where the armistice was signed. I remember I was sitting in a field just outside Charleville, and we all knew it were over, except for the shouting, and then this staff officer come by and he said, you've had the word, they've signed, and that were it, that were all there were to it, just a signature on a bit of paper.
That was the armistice.
Aye. Well, I don't think I could tell you how I quite felt that day. And you thought I was mistaken about the place.
No, not if you say that is the place.
You think somebody'd have remembered, wouldn't you?
Have another cup of tea.
Pardon?
Another cup of tea.
Ah, oh non, merci. Ça suffit comme ça, merci.
Another cup?
Yeah, I do understand English fairly well. Yes, I will have another one.
Tiens. Ah, c'est curieux. J'avais jamais vu ça, moi.
Quoi?
Ce truc-là.
Oh, tea cozy.
Comment?
Tea cozy.
Ah, ticosi. Ticosi. C'est curieux. C'est comme une espèce de gros par-dessus, hein, pour tenir chaud. Oui.
Un tea cozy parce que Ernest n'aime pas le thé froid. I knitted it myself.
Ah oui. C'est curieux.
What's this stuff you drink, then, eh?
Those are, huh?
Ooh, it tastes like flipping aniseed, doesn't it? Hey, I'll give you some in the sup, lad. Some real good stuff.
Ah bon?
Get that down, yeah.
Pourquoi pas?
That's
Merci.
about that.
Santé, hein?
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Ah, c'est pas moche, ça. Eh ben, je suis camionneur, moi.
Come again?
Camionneur, tu sais, les poids lourds.
Driving.
Oui, c'est ça,
Driving.
Ravi, oui.
You driver?
Oui, camionneur. Hein?
I must remember that. Cammy Nicker, eh? You drive them juggernauts, do you? The big ones?
Ah, oui, enfin, énorme, big, hein?
Ah, I bet they're hard to handle, aren't they? They are.
Oh, non, 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 pas de force, pas de force. Tout doucement, comme ça, hein?
Oh, I see. Power steering, eh?
Oui, c'est ça, oui. Power steering.
Can I have one of your
bien
fags?
compris.
See what they're like?
Volontiers, volontiers.
Me, je was on the lorries too, you know.
No, c'est vrai. Ah, bon, oui. Ça se voit.
No more, no more. I kicked it into touch, you know.
No more.
Into touch, you know.
Ah, bon, le rugby, tu l'as mis en touche.
No. Listen, see if you can tell what I'm doing now.
Ouais,
Right?
non.
Watch.
C'est très bon, hein? mais encore une fois, c'est drôlement compliqué ça. Encore une fois.
Encore? Oh, I know that
c'est ça.
one, yeah.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous faites là? Vous tuez quelque chose, hein? Tordez le cou, cambrioleur, je sais pas, policier quelque chose.
Oh, flipping heck.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous faites là, mon ami? Je comprends rien. Ah, les fenêtres!
Window cleaning, flipping window
Ah,
cleaning!
bon laveur de vitres, félicitations!
Ah, you got it then, have you?
Oui, je comprends.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur le maire.
Well, find your bottle, maybe a glass.
No, they've got something laid on at the Rovers. Well, how are you getting on?
Champion is a good guy, I'll tell you.
Did he tell you he's a bigwig in the local Communist Party?
Is he? Vous, communist?
Ah oui, je suis marxiste.
Of the workers!
Ah non, solidarité, hein?
I'm sorry I haven't got a barricade for you, but there is some free booze over at the Rovers.
Yeah, well, look, we'll go down there and liberate them, eh? Down there. You know,
Ah, voilà un coup, très bon, on est là.
My word, little bits of scarf.
And bottles of plonk.
Hey, take your hands off those. They're not for you, for the froggies and them.
Ah, nos amis français.
I said take your hands off, and Betty's been making these all morning.
I'm sorry, Betty. I'll stay behind this afternoon, but I am looking after no lodgers. I mean, how long are they staying?
Oh, 2 or 3 nights.
Well, Mrs. Walker should have thought on.
Oh, well, they'll have to stick him in a hotel. That's all there is to it.
They can shove him back on the boat for all I care.
You ask me for a favour sometime.
What houses you getting out for your money these days?
Well, he's in the building trade, encouraging, isn't it?
Wish I was in that trade. I built a few houses a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I wish I bought one.
And if hindsight was foresight, we'd all be millionaires.
It's not true, you know that. If hindsight was foresight, most folk would still be too scared to take a risk.
Or too lazy.
Or too lazy. Like if Stan knew it was going to rain pennies from heaven, he'd still turn up with a hole in his bucket.
Welcome to the Rovers
Hey, up here they come. See that big fella? She's lovely, isn't she?
Hey?
Wait, see.
Now, come on, we're going snow.
Ah, c'est très sympathique ça. Très bien. Ah, bonjour. Bonjour, madame. Mademoiselle, enchanté.
Right, you know,
What?
what he was saying about needing to have some foresight.
No, what are you talking about? I was backing your foresight.
Exactly. And is £10,000 ever going to be worth more than it is now?
No, but it's still £10,000 that I haven't got.
Doesn't matter. In 5 years, it'll be small change. So are you going to come and see that house with me?
All right, what is money?
Yeah, Sally.
thanks, Al.
Right, have we all got a drink? Well,
Yep.
santé. Oh, Ken, are you not joining us?
Oh, yes.
Ici, Monsieur Barlow is the local school master. Here, Ken, you better explain what you do.
Yes. Oh, bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, thank you. Bonjour, bonjour. Comme Monsieur le maire vous a dit, je suis professeur.
Si.
Dans l'école.
Ah oui.
Oui.
Hey,
Yes, Sally.
you know that French bird? What bird? It wasn't a bird at all. You see, Rene in French can be a man. Of course, you wouldn't know that, you know. He's over there, the big fella with the hat on.
I don't know, you pull that fella's leg and it comes off in your flipping hand.
Where's the one for you? Well, he's making his own way here. He's been going round a warehouse or something.
I'm just slipping out to Maggie's. You can spare me, can't you?
I suppose we'll have to do.
Hey, Betty.
Yeah?
Mr. Flechette would like... Follett. He'd like to try an English pint.
And so he says.
Hey, Alf, while you're here, love, you'll have to stick him in a hotel somewhere because we've got nobody to look after him.
Well, you've left it a bit late to tell me.
Oh, well, I can't stop here. My Cyril wouldn't wear it. I mean, and I can't blame him, you know.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to ask Glenn if he can help. Oh.
Well, go on, sup it.
Courage, mon vieux.
Get it down, yeah. How's that then?
Allez, vas-y. Très bon, très bon.
Bon.
It'll be a bit of a laugh. There's free wine and all that. Why don't you come, Maggie?
Well, Alf did invite me, but, well, I think I'll be a bit out of my depth there.
Oh, come on.
No.
Oh, carry on, love. I'm only gossiping.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm searching for a public house called the Rover's Return. Is it far away?
Stone me.
Well, this young lady will show you the way.
Maggie, would you hold him for a minute and just give me time to get down there? Will you, love? Thank you. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Hello, you must be one of the Frenchmen.
I'm afraid it must be very obvious.
Come on, private party only now, love. I'm sorry, boys, I don't make the rules. Anyway, it's 3:15. Trot up, try. Hey, Lucille, collect a few glasses for me, would you, lovey?
You know, Bet she'll be back at closing time. I won't be here tonight.
Won't you? Oh, that is a shame. Betty, did you have a chance to have a word with Len?
Well, I spoke to Alf and he said he'd do something.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, Al, you know that fella, the problem with him coming here?
Oh, aye.
Well, don't fret about it. I'll look after him for you.
Will you, love?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's one headache less.
Did you hear that?
Ah, les voilà. Oh, monsieur le mec, vous commencez des esprits.
Yes, I think I did hear that, yeah.
Attendez, hein. Ah, mademoiselle.
How do you do? How long does he stay now?
3 days.
Rip the pages out of my diary for me, will you? If you follow me, I will show you where you will be sleeping.
Oh, that would be delightful.
See you shortly.
Shall we go
Ah,
on?
come on.
Hey, Stanley.
Yeah.
Hey?
If only your Auntie Annie knew.